Jones wore a cape. Mine wore a Steelers jersey. Today we have a very special episode, Father's Day edition for the Fitted Club. My dad, John Jackson.
Let's go. Need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all.
See, you kept your head within that circle right there. That's the name of the game when it comes to hitting. You don't have to be an athlete to play golf. All you gotta do is just make sure you're in the right positions, and that's what we try to instill with all of our students over at Jackson Golf Academy, is just making sure that we put you in position to let the athletics spill through. My dad played 14 years in the NFL. He anchored one of the best rushing attacks in NFL history with the Steelers back in the 90s. He also anchored one of the starts of the dual threat quarterback with Cordell Stewart. So we're going to be touching on just like a little bit of all that stuff. But overall, he holds the franchise record for the most seasons from a pick 250 and beyond. He was drafted in the 10th round out of Eastern Kentucky University and played in the Super Bowl 30. And like we said, like one of the best left tackles that you possibly can get. The ability to be able to be available at all times is one of the best things you can provide as far as with playing like on the offensive line. So with him playing 14 years and missing very few games, starting over 130 games for the Black and Gold, having one of the biggest contracts of a free agent for a left tackle, he's definitely the example of resilience, durability, and just overall hard work. So yeah. Welcome to the Fitted Club.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I paid you enough to say all that.
No, but excellent. So with 14 years in the NFL, talk to me a little bit, like, how did you survive and how did you thrive with that setting? Because playing in the 90s is not like playing today.
No, it's I think it's a night and day situation between the eras. I mean, not to say that the 90s were tougher, but they were. Playing first, coming in the league with Chuck Noll, total different. I mean, those were grown ass men that were playing. And they didn't take anything for granted, or they didn't take any plays off, because you heard about it. I love my time in Pittsburgh because I grew as a person, and then everybody harps on me being drafted in the 10th round, but I care less about being drafted in the 10th round. I just needed a chance. Yeah. And plus I had you coming. So I was like, I better get my butt in order because I got to make some money and I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
But, me and Merle Hodge and Jerry Osaski, we were all drafted in the 10th round. So we called the first round in the 10th. So.
Pretty much, yeah. Especially like that class and stuff. So like if you look at the history of everything, I guess people were just getting drafted all over the place as far as like how the scouting was, because not only, I believe Merle was drafted in 1987, I believe, and he was 10th round also.
Right.
And he outlasted pretty much, so it was something magical about that 10th round in the late 80s apparently. But yeah, and also like you played against some of the best defensive players in the history of the entire sport. What were those battles like? And who was the person where you're like, all right, I gotta make sure I'm on point for this?
I could think about 4 guys, which when I say I think about 4 guys, I had a football card that said who I played. Turnbull from New Orleans, Bruce Smith from the Bells, Leslie O'Neal from the Chargers, and there was one more. Oh, Derek Thomas.
Oh yeah.
So imagine playing them in 1 month. That was my schedule, and I had to be on point. So people always, would always say you better bring your A game. Shit, I needed a double A game for that month, and it made me focus more, but it made me enjoy the game because I knew I could do it if I, just push myself.
Yeah,
and I push myself.
You make it through a month of that. You're pretty much good on whoever you got to go against from then on. So that's awesome.
But I don't think it was now back I'm thinking about it. Just a season of playing those four guys, it'll rise your blood pressure and it'll keep you up at night.
How did you get into football? Like, you can just tell us a little story on that.
So my background in football is different from a lot of guys. I mean, I only played 9 games in high school, and I played for almost 14 weeks as far as preparation, as far as practice. And I was fortunate enough, I had some really good coaches. Coach Sharp, Coach Perdrix. I mean, love these guys. Coach Perdrix played in Canada. He was an offensive lineman. So he instilled a lot of good values in me as far as the hard work stuff. I had to come up with it. And I got the hard work from wrestling. I was a decent wrestler. And especially being 6'6", I came out of high school 6'6", 231. And people look at me like, shouldn't you play defense? It was like, I got recruited to go to Eastern Kentucky to play defense. I got there and said, no, I want to stay on the offensive line. Best decision I ever made in my life.
Yeah.
One of the best decisions I made in my life. And so to me, it was just a progression. You play in high school, and the only reason I played football in high school because I wanted a scholarship. So, or I was going to the Marines. So the scholarship won. Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
For sure. So, like, as far as golf, when did golf start, or when did you start getting the golf bug, and when did you start playing golf, and how did that end up surfacing?
Well, I started playing golf when I was probably about 11. I started caddying first, and then ended up getting a set, and then started playing and really enjoyed playing golf. But the biggest thing is when I started working in the pro shop at La Santiville in Cincinnati, and because I had the keys to the place. So I could stay late and play golf, and so enjoyable to get to go out there and there's nobody out there and you're just playing golf by yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what I really love about golf, the scenery. It's quiet. It's just you and that little ball.
Yeah.
And normally that ball wins, so.
So, but no, that's awesome. No, La Santiville is a heck of a course. If you haven't played or came to Cincinnati and played La Santiville, for you to start out golf there, that's why your short game is where it is, and that's why I have the short game touch that I got is because, I learned from you.
Telling you that,
and
you got
you're gonna have to have short game to play La Santiville. So that's awesome. So, what? How was it like transitioning out of football and getting into golf? Like, what did that feel like? What did golf feel as a void for like that competitiveness on the field?
To me, it was more like take all my aggression and just try to hit this ball as far as I could. I probably got beat up more in golf than I did football. Strained some ribs like 4 or 5 times because I'm swinging so freaking hard. And you couldn't walk. I couldn't even breathe.
Yeah.
None of that stuff happened when I was playing football. None. So golf has beat me up a little bit, but now I've learned, just put it in fairway, put it on the green, and make your 2-putt and get off.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I'm boring golf. It's the best golf. Like, it's cool hitting it.
Well, people always say, isn't it boring to just hit down the fairway? No, because I can find it.
Yeah. I was like, boring is, for birdies is not too bad, or for pars is not too bad.
Right.
So
but that's where you enjoy golf, by being consistent. And that's what people got to understand. Golf's not about, you can hit the ball a mile, but if you can't put that little white ball in that hole, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So like, what lessons from football and like playing professionally did you convert over to golf?
Well, I had played golf before, so I understood, what golf is about. The thing that I brought from that was just being more aggressive, not afraid to, go for something.
Yeah.
I mean, what you got to lose?
Yeah.
It might be a stroke, but at the end of the day, it's not brain surgery, so nobody's gonna die.
Yeah.
So that's what I took away from that.
No, awesome. So as far as with, let's get back to like the football part here. So you helped pretty much block for Cordell Stewart, who is one of the first, dual threat quarterbacks. Like we wouldn't have Lamar Jackson, we wouldn't have all these dual threat quarterbacks. It wouldn't have been a trend without the Steelers in the 90s. How was that, blocking for him? Because you weren't blocking for no statue. You're blocking for one of the first of its kind in Cordell. Like, the left tackle position's already tough enough with somebody just sitting in the pocket. What did that change, with having to deal with somebody that can pretty much run 80 yards for a touchdown at any point in time?
I think the biggest thing is people have to understand that Cordell had a strong arm, stronger than I've ever seen being around. And for him, the running part came natural. I mean, he could juke you, but he was a lot of lucidness as far as his speed. You didn't know how fast he was until you actually got on the field. The best thing I ever saw was we did a bootleg down in Charlotte, and he had 4 guys that had the angle, and he blew right by him and scored. And I was just, as a player, you're sitting there and going, man, he's about to get killed. And I'm thinking, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
So
I remember watching that as a kid. So it had to be crazy to like actually see it on the
was
field.
at the back of it. And I was
like the run, like look it up on YouTube. Like it's one of the craziest things you'll ever see. Like he literally hit the sideline and they had angles, but they couldn't do anything about it. Like
because
there's no way to get there.
Yeah, you just didn't know how fast it was until you got up on him.
Yeah. So no, that's awesome. So as far as like with like your playing career and everything, what from your career would you expect for, me and Jordan to take from?
Just the hard work you have to put in, the 10,000 hours. If you want to be good at something, you have to be entrenched in it. And there's a lot of distractions out there. You just got to take the noise out and do your thing. Because in order for you to live the full life you want to live out there, you got to do something in your field. Like that's what I try to instill in you guys. It's like hard work pays off.
Yeah.
And if you don't work hard, it's not gonna pay off. That's just point blank.
Yeah.
And you guys, I'm so proud of you guys because you guys have done a great job in your field, doing the music, and you with golf and influencing. So I've seen the progression from here to here to here. And the sky's the limit for you guys because you guys understand about work, and that's important.
Yeah. No, we really appreciate it. I appreciate it, especially, and then also for my kids to see what you've done, and then when they get older to be able to see what you've done. Like,
well, Zen still thinks I don't. I don't. You don't play football, Grandpa.
Yeah.
And he still thinks I'm the smallest person.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk to him. If you ever talk to Zen would say, "Oh, my grandpa is small."
Yeah.
And I get there, and he goes, people look at him like he ain't small.
Yeah.
And then he'll say, "I'm bigger," which I love when he says that. He's bigger than I am.
But yeah, no. So that's awesome. Now it's time to go ahead and step your equipment game up. All right.
I appreciate that.
And we're gonna have our fitter Jeremy Garvey from PXG Cincinnati go ahead and fit you in some clubs, help you step your game up, and then we're gonna take you to Josh Jackson Golf Academy and get you tuned up, and we're gonna keep it rolling from there. All right, Dad. So we're here at PXG Cincinnati. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get you fitted with an entire bag. We're gonna bring in our fitting team lead, Jeremy Garvey. He's gonna take care of you.
Jeremy, how you doing?
Good, how are you? Welcome and happy Father's Day.
Appreciate it.
To get you some new clubs. Josh, always a pleasure. Get you some new clubs, get you fit up, get you all set, and we'll get you out on the course here in a little bit.
All right, so here's our new Black Ops woods. These have been great for us, super high ball speeds. We've got adjustable weights, adjustable loft settings. We'll get those tuned in for you. Go all the way from an 8 to a 12. We also have an ultralight, and we have our tour head. All of our fairway woods here, we've got a 3 all the way to a 9. We'll definitely be able to fit you into a couple of those.
Nice.
And then as we transition out of those, we'll be able to get you in a couple of hybrids. Okay. However we see the bag to fit. Newest tool that we got coming in here too is our mini driver. So I know, especially for Josh, he's been great with this. He's been hitting this off the tee. He only hits it to like 340 though. Oh. So he's been missing it a little bit, but we'll figure it out for him. In our irons now, we've got our Wildcat irons. So that's going to be our beginner irons. Luckily, we're a little past this. Good. We'll move into like the Black Ops irons. We'll move into the Gen 7. So these are going to be our cast clubs, and then these are going to be fully forged. They also all have our polymer materials in them. So what does that mean for you? More forgiving, faster ball speeds, ball goes further, ball goes straighter.
That's what I need.
It's a pretty good idea. These are going to be our tour heads. Super good, super nice, just going to be a little bit smaller. We're probably going to hang out in the Gen 7 range of things.
I like them.
We'll leave these ones to Josh, and we'll kind of hit these guys over here. So
sounds good.
Figure all this out for us. So here's our new Sugar Daddy 3. It's 3 times forged, but it also sits in a milling machine as this is constructed. What we did with this one is we took as much weight as we could out of behind the face, took all that weight, put it high toe. Right. What that means for you is it's going to launch a little bit lower, but spin a little bit more. Really? So we raised that center of gravity as high as we could. And then also a good thing for us, full face grooves. So the majority of tour players still hit their majority of their shots out towards the toe. It's going to be the same thing for you, and we want to get as much spin as we can while we're out there. So give that a try. So it's still going to feel super, super soft from that forging, but we're going to see a whole lot of spin from this. So that ball only carried 60 yards, but it spun 8,200. That ball's going to stop exactly where it hits on the green.
Wow. It makes my back feel a little better.
So a good thing with this, I would say that one was probably up towards that toe, with that toe contact that we were talking about. Maybe hit a little behind it, climbed up that face. 84 carry, that's probably our max distance, but we're still spinning 9,500. That ball, if we're in the right conditions, probably actually comes backwards on the green a little bit.
Really?
Cool. What, 3 of these?
Yeah, I'll take 3 of those.
Perfect.
3 of those, put them on charge.
So that's cool. Look, I play 58, 54, and also 50. So these are the best wedges. I'm not trying to sell anything, but like they are the best wedges that I've ever even touched. I'm a huge Vokey fan, but
yeah, I know.
They have nothing.
I bought them both.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But they have nothing on these Sugar Daddies, man.
Right.
It's
No,
really
because I'm a
ridiculous.
big Cleveland guy with the wedges. But I got a 60. No, I don't know what I got now.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be an important thing for us to know. Like, I want you to know what's in the bag.
Yeah.
And I want you to be able to trust what you know that's in the bag.
I mean,
so
I like that,
if we know, hey, this is going 75 yards in here, let's make sure it goes 75 outside. And a lot of that forgiveness is going to be what translates from inside to outside. A lot of clubs don't translate inside to outside and you lose something. Right. That's going to be the big thing that we want to gain is, hey, we had that 7-iron go 180 yards. I want to make sure when you're outside, that thing's also going 180 yards.
Awesome. So Jeremy went ahead and hooked my dad up with the specs that he needs to tune his game up with his equipment. So now we're going to go ahead and bring him over to Jackson Golf Academy, which is in PXG, Cincinnati. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at your swing and just add a couple of little things. Like what I like to do is I like to keep things simple. Okay, so then that way we can just tap into your golf swing and have you enjoy the game a little bit more. So we're going to use some of the TrackMan technology to, show you and translate to you what a better swing will look like. And then we'll keep going from there.
Sounds
so
good.
Let's go ahead and hit a couple shots here. With TrackMan, we're using artificial intelligence just to like see exactly what's happening as far as with like your movement and everything. So one thing that I'm huge on and what people come to me for is to enhance their movement. So what I'm seeing on that center line is we're seeing a lot of movement happening, meaning like you're shifting off of the ball and then you're over shifting coming through impact. When you overshift sometimes, what that's gonna do is it's gonna make it tougher for you to close the face, all right? So what I want you doing with this next shot is pretty much just going ahead and just anchoring into that left side, and then you're not gonna move, you're just gonna cover the ball, okay? That should help you out with a little bit better face control. So hit a couple shots and like I said, just cover the ball. Good, so it's gonna make it a little bit easier for you to close the face. So yeah, right down the pipe on that one. That's literally all you need to do. I don't want you overcomplicating anything. When you're hitting off the ground, cover the ball. Don't worry about the shift or nothing like that. Let the clubs take care of the distance and the speed, because all we got to do is match up now that we got an entire set of PXGs that are going to perform for him exactly the way he needs to perform. That's the biggest thing right there. Toe shots are totally fine. We're more fine with toe shots than heel shots. So,
But I kept my head still.
Yep. So as you can see, yep, you kept your head within that circle right there. That's the name of the game when it comes to hitting. You don't have to be an athlete to play golf. All you got to do is just make sure you're in the right positions. And that's what we try to instill with all of our students over at Jackson Golf Academy, is just making sure that we put you in position to let the athleticness spill through. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get into some of the challenges here, or our challenge section of the show. We're going to do a closest to the pin. So we'll hit a couple shots and see who can get the closest. All right, we'll go for bragging rights. All right, so we're not going to do anything crazy, but yep, we'll go for bragging rights, and then we're going to do a putting contest and see who can roll the ball the best.
Don't beat the old man up too bad.
Oh no, you get whooped. All right, 3 shots here. Okay. Oh, need a little more. You can go for it a tad bit, because I was going to say, like, it's going to
So going up the hill.
well, it's going to come back. So you're going to need to throw it long anyways if you want to get close. There you go. Oh. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Got some English on that.
Money. Ooh,
Nice.
I like that. Was that the third one?
No, it's second.
Second one?
Yeah, you got one more.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Oh,
See,
and
look,
one. Let's see.
watch this come back. Come on back.
Oh,
Come on back.
Get it.
Get in.
Oh,
Get in.
Oh, man.
I like my cigars. I told you I like my cigars.
All right, so pretty much I got to knock it in
Pretty
in
much.
order to, all right.
Oh,
so
I like that. Jeremy, thank you so much. Oh my God.
1 foot, all right.
They think I was playing golf before. Wait till they get a load of me now. Oh,
Come on, man, come on. All right.
oh.
Oh, come on, man.
You're trying to hold that, aren't you?
No, I'm trying to sink it. I got to, 1 foot. All right, let's see what I got here. I was like, I got a kid, man. Get in there. Oh,
I got you.
Oh, man.
I got you.
All right.
It's good.
All good. So he won the challenge on that. I got 2 feet.
But you gotta
10
tell him
inches.
I won the challenge. 'Cause
Yep.
you pretty much came from me, half of me. So that's why I ended up winning the challenge.
So he got 1 foot on that. I got 2 foot 10 inches, as you can see. But no, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for
it was an awesome episode. Really enjoyed having you.
I want to thank PXG for extending this offer, and for all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day. We don't get very many days, so enjoy your Father's Day. God bless.
So thank you for coming to the Fitted Club. Thank you all for tuning in. Tune in for the next episode. Watch who we have coming in next. How's it going? Welcome back to the Fitted Club. My name is Josh Jackson, and today we got Patrick Coyne with us today. Patrick was former quarterback for University of Cincinnati. Currently, he owns 2 of biggest businesses in Cincinnati right now, from Black Sheep and a contrast studio. He's one of the best trainers in the city, if not the best trainer in the city at the moment. When it comes to putting athletes out in the college and also getting their game together or getting their fitness together for the next level, which is a lot of the professional sports that you all are watching on TV today. Yeah. Patrick, welcome to the club, man.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me in. We've been trying to do this for a while.
Yeah. So no, we appreciate you coming by,
No
yeah, we're gonna have some fun today.
I'm excited. I really am.
Got a couple questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and biggest thing though, just starting out, I know that you were the number 2 quarterback in the state in high school. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about, that time of your life. What was the big thing for you as far as like going to from high school to D1 sports?
Yeah.
And who encouraged you the most to, make that move? Because, I mean, bro, you're an athlete, man. You probably could have jumped into a couple other different sports easily, just based off of us, kicking it and everything.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, my big thing is sports is always a big part of my life. My dad played college football. My mom was an athlete, more of a brainiac than an athlete in college, but I was always pushed to do something physical. Both my parents always worked out. There was a gym in my basement. And through sports, it was always just through trial and error. Like I played all the sports. And football, I just continued to elevate my game. I got my first offer as a freshman in high school, so that's kind of when the other sports, it was like, well, I'm not getting the interest at this level. I'm getting national level interest as a 14-year-old, and ended up being the number 10 quarterback in the country and being the number 2 quarterback in the state, top 150 in the country out of overall players. So a lot of accolades, very highly recruited. And definitely I think my biggest inspiration was my dad. I always wanted to make my dad proud in football because he did it, and he was my trainer, he was my coach. And I think the biggest thing that I transitioned into college is I was so naturally gifted. One of the strongest guys still around, and was extremely strong in high school, was fast, explosive, could really do everything physically that I ever wanted to do, which is also my downfall. So I didn't take college football as serious as I needed to. On the back end work, being a quarterback, it's an IQ position. I could have just played running back or linebacker or tight end, but I had a lot of passion about ripping a football across the field and could throw it a long way, still can. And I think the biggest wake-up call for me in sports at the highest level, regardless of having offers from Tennessee and Michigan and stuff, I picked Cincinnati. Wanted to stay home, wanted to play as a freshman, and realizing physically I was exactly where I needed to be, even at an NFL stature. But mentally I was so far behind the 8 ball in the game because I didn't take it as serious. So the game will humble you, man. And I got humbled, and I never really did what I wanted to do in college football. And I think that taste in my mouth is still there. I didn't reach the goal that I set out to make as a kid and didn't make it. So being realistic with your talents physically is important, but the mental aspect of the game, just like in golf, is much bigger than the physical. And that's why you don't see my name on Sundays on the TV. I just train the guys now.
Yeah. So no, I mean, as far as with like your experience with like University of Cincinnati and all that, what was, could you point out a couple or just one experience that really just fuels you to this day?
There was a time and a place where there was a coaching change at the University of Cincinnati. So Butch Jones left, Tommy Tuberville came in, and they moved my position. I didn't want to move position. I thought, because I had offers from the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach to their respective universities, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting a chance at quarterback. I ended up getting beat out by a walk-on.
Oh, man.
So for me, being so highly recruited, for me, walk-ons are just guys that were, on the team because they weren't talented enough or this or that. And to now respect everyone at an equal level, that just because they're a walk-on doesn't mean that they didn't have a different level of hunger than me. They were way hungrier than me. They did everything right on the back end of football when the cameras weren't on, when, sure, I came to practice, but I was more, welcoming the party aspect of life on a Tuesday and Wednesday night instead of being in the film room. So when I came in one day and I saw the depth chart and I had gotten beat out by a walk-on, it's the most humbling experience I've ever had in my life. And going to the head coach and saying, hey, listen, man, I'm this, that, and the third, and throw a football 80 yards and run 4.6 and do all these things. He's like, if you want to play quarterback, it's not going to be here.
Yeah.
So just, having to transfer from all my homies and, earning the right to what I thought was a leader on the team, what I thought was reality wasn't truth.
Yeah.
And kind of that sequence of events led me to, what I really think in my head and what is reality are probably two different things. So getting real-time feedback from people, figuring out what's right and what's wrong, and taking people's input, not only focusing on my output. You're not as good as you think you are, right?
Yeah.
And finding out where your weak points are in life really led me to being a better, business owner, father, husband, trainer. That's why when I talk to athletes like you who are still trying to make it,
Yeah.
physically is not usually what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get left to the mental and try to figure out where that gap is.
Yeah, and like when you're dealing with like the caliber of athletes that you're dealing with, is that a big advantage or is that a big separator between different levels that you like see on a daily basis for the most part? Because I mean, yeah, he's being humble right now, but he trains some of the best athletes in the entire world. So I know that you get a chance to get some really good insight from a mental perspective, also on like, how their motor is and like what the differences are. Yeah,
right. Like
exactly.
I think the big thing is there's different levels in every professional sport. So it's baseball, basketball, football, soccer, tennis, golf. Right? There's Q School. There's the Korn Ferry Tour. There's the American Tour. There's the Latin American Tour. There's the European. There's DP. Then there's PGA. Then within the PGA, there's guys that are 150. You don't even know who they are. Then there's the middle of the pack guys who you know who they are. Then there's household names. So the cool thing about, we'll talk about golf right now.
Yeah.
Football's football. That's what I live in every day, but I'm obsessed with golf now. So if you're talking about, the middle of the pack, guys that we might hear about once in a while, Sepp Straka was in the middle of the pack a couple years ago. Now he's towards the top of the tour. So once you're at the highest level, there's a huge gap between everyone can do the same thing. Everyone can hit tight draw, fade, cut, get it to check, get it to spin. They can do everything. But can you do it 4 days in a row?
Yeah.
Can you continue to do those things? So the biggest thing for me is once you're at the highest level, how are you going to separate yourself? Because everyone's a physical freak, or they wouldn't be at the highest level of the sport.
Yeah.
So once we're there, are you gonna have a cup of coffee in that league? Or are you gonna have a buffet and play 15 years and set your family's family up? That's where I come into play. Because like when I see a guy, when you make it to me in the NFL, whether that's someone like Trey Hendrickson or whether that's, the young guy Shamar Stewart, or when I trained Joe before his lifelong trainer dad came in that I hired and now is our director of performance, my biggest thing is you can do it. How long are you gonna stay there and what are you gonna separate yourself as? Because everyone can throw a ball, everyone can rush the passer. And the difference is mental. It's preparation of the game. It's what are you willing to eat? Are you willing to have the best sleep every night? Are you willing to sacrifice fun for production on the field? And that's the biggest separation I see at the highest level is what you're willing to do that doesn't have everything to do with what's on the field. What's the mental approach to your game? What's the spiritual approach to your game? Are you into visualization? What do you do the day before a game, the night before a game? What's the song you're listening to? I'm really trying to find out what makes you tick as a person.
That's awesome, man.
That's the separation right there.
Yeah. So with like Black Sheep Performance, the name in itself, man.
Yeah.
Explain to us, how did you come up with this name? Because I think it's awesome, by the way. That's one of the coolest names.
Thank you.
Especially for like a performance, center and everything.
Yeah.
What prompted you to, choose the name and what separates you all from everybody else?
I'll start with what separates us is my mentorships. I have a lot of great mentors, Lando Performance or Lauren Landau, Mike Barwis, Mark Magna, these guys that are titans in the industry. I'm not putting down what they're doing. So there's a reason it's not called Patrick Coyne Performance. I wanted it to be bigger than me. And if I look back at my life, I was very, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up because I took sports very serious. I was extremely confident in my abilities, which usually in a young age pushes everyone away. You're the cocky guy, you're an easy target, you get made fun of. I had these huge lofty goals that I'd put out there because I wasn't afraid to do it.
Yep.
So once, I was in the trailer behind the school, I have a lot of learning disabilities, I have cognitive disorders, I'm dyslexic. So there's this huge separation from school and my hobbies. I hated school, I love sports. Only place I ever felt at home was in a gym. So coming from what makes us different is the biggest thing for me is working as a collective. So in one sentence, most people program from the top down. There's a guy at the very top of the pillar and he's programming down the chain and everyone has to go with his basically modalities. What is speed, what is strength? These are what you have to do. At Black Sheep, we have 17 trainers. Those 17 trainers I all take information from and we program as a collective. So you have 17 people that create one brain and one program, which is the best result for that client. I might have someone who's extremely specific in SI joint and QL stuff in the lower back, right? I'm gonna take the information from that trainer that's really good on it and well-versed, apply it to my own program, right? So body mechanics is my thing, rotational power, ground force. If someone else is someone coming in that is lacking in that, I'm gonna step in and try to help with that. and vice versa. So you get 17 trainers in one program, which no one's doing in the country.
Yeah.
From the name standpoint, the reason it's called Black Sheep is I had never felt at home unless I was in the gym. But when other people came around in the gym that didn't have the same mindset as me, I felt lonely. I was the black sheep of the room. Like, this is life and death. I'm gonna get this. This is not about the weight, it's about life. Like, this is spiritual to me. So when I created a community, I wanted it to be of people who were okay with being different, okay with taking life so serious that it was special, that that day and that session meant something to them. It's church. That I wanted to be called Black Sheep Performance, where everyone walks in as usually the black sheep of their life. But within those walls, you feel like you know everyone. You're friends with everyone. It's welcome. You've been in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's so welcoming and open because that's their home. That's where they're comfortable. But you see some of my trainers at a restaurant, they might not be in the most comfortable state in the world. But if you're in those walls, man, it's the most beautiful, profound thing I've ever been a part of.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you.
And then on top of that, you know, you all have your contrast studios too, man. I mean, that's the first time I've been introduced to the concept of, like, you know, getting into the sauna first and then also like jumping into, you know, the cold bath and everything. But yeah, no, if you could explain to our viewers just a little bit more about like the benefits of that very briefly, man, because I love it. I think it's a great, you know, concept. I can only last about a minute in the cold tub, but you know, I'm still working on that.
Little by little, right?
Yeah.
So the concept came to me. I brought it to my co-owner, Chris Ciccanelli, who's a very successful businessman, took the concept, gave it life, gave it legs, helped us expand it. We franchised at the end of the year. In Q4, Sam Hubbard, my former client, first NFL client in Cincinnati, is also an owner. So I struggle from really bad anxiety, right? I have performance anxiety. I'm always thinking what I could have done better, what I missed out on living in the past or trying to live in the future. That's just my truth. I've always had anxiety. And my client, Kirk Herbstreit, shout out to Kirk, great guy, avid golfer, trying to get him to play more. But I was talking to Kirk one day, and like, he is the biggest name in college football. Everyone knows who Herbstreit is, right? And I was really struggling with 16-hour days and being a father and being a husband and all these crazy things in my life. You know, I was burning out. And I was on medication and those things, and he was like, hey, have you ever tried a cold plunge? And I'd seen it on Instagram because it was getting trendy at that point. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I did it in college for recovery. He's like, no, it's just different. I want you to come over to my house in the morning, get in the sauna, get in the cold plunge. And how I felt, man, like, if you struggle from anxiety, you're never here. Like, tangible, right? You're somewhere else in your head. And for the first time since I was a kid without medication, I felt where my feet were at. Like, I was really in their backyard. And I went there a couple times, and eventually I was like, man, I don't want to go to your house at 6 in the morning in Indian Hill and see you. I don't want you to have to worry about drinking coffee on your back porch and you see my ass with tattoos and I'm out in the open, right? So eventually it came to me. I was like, okay, being a businessman, and essentially all business is finding a problem and creating monetization around trying to solve the problem and create a life for yourself. So I Googled, you know, contrast training in Cincinnati, nothing. Kentucky, nothing. Indiana, nothing. Michigan, nothing. I'm like, man, those 3 states, we could create a business. This is it. Yeah. So I brought that concept to Chris, and, you know, now we have 3 stores and we franchised at the end of the year. But our big thing at Contrast, our differentiating factor in the market right now is we have individual rooms. We're the first person to do that in the country. Yeah. And so when you walk in, you have your own basically self-deprecation tank. So like, it's extremely quiet. It's the walls are black. It's white canceling noise. There's sound canceling and all the insulation around the room. And so once you walk in, that's your time. That's your 30 minutes of the day, right? We live in a very constant society of movement, and this time it brings you all the way back down to baseline. So from a modality standpoint, sauning, you know, at 20 minutes a week or 4 times a week at 20 minutes is the only thing in the world that's decreasing your mortality or risk of death by 60%.
Gotcha.
How can you argue with that? Yeah, that's nice. It's also helping cardiovascular health, push toxins out of your body, push blood flow to relax your muscles and help you sleep better, right? It's also a passive workout. You also have red light in there, which helps push the skin, the cells that are all the way in the bottom of the skin to the top of the skin to create new growth. So increases skin, makes you feel better. Then we get into the cold plunge, which is basically inducing a healthy stress. So you're basically putting yourself intentionally into fight or flight. Yeah. Right, into your sympathetic nervous system. It's a crazy feeling. You get a rush, and your body doesn't know the difference between life and death. You think you're about to die, so your shoulders tense up. You get the breath in your neck. You take short breaths, and it's choosing to calm yourself down, right? Vasodilation, vasoconstriction. So blood vessels expand, blood vessels contract. So we're making ourselves much more resilient at being able to handle stress. It also is pushing out any anti-inflammatories in our body, pushes out inflammation. Disease can't live in an inflammation state. So we're making ourselves more robust, more healthy, taking away aches and pains because you're pushing out inflammation. So for me, with those two things and modalities, it takes away, having to get massages, having to get Normatec foods, doing all these extra modalities versus cold water's been around forever, sweat tents has been around forever, right? Everyone saunas, everyone Native Americans used to go into a tent and purge out. It's the same exact thing, just modernized. That's a long-winded answer, but that's Contrast Studio.
That's awesome, man.
Thank
So, yeah, you definitely have the health and fitness on lock. So now it's time to get your golf bag on lock.
Let's get it.
All right. So, welcome to the Fitted Club. We're about to go over to the next little part here, and let's get that bag together. Let's get that swing together too.
Perfect.
We're gonna get you. He's being very humble, but as you're gonna see, he's very fast, just like me. I think that's why we're so cool.
I agree.
Off break, you know what I'm saying?
When I play golf with someone else, like 165 and then pitching wedge, I'm like, fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't feel weird about it, right?
So this is like my golf twin over here.
He's just a lot better than me.
Yeah,
I'll get there one day.
But hey, let's go ahead. Let's get it. All right, we're here at PXG Cincinnati, Patrick. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and take a look at some of the set.
A lot going on.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and introduce our master fitter here over at PXG Cincinnati. Like I said, this is Jake Alexander.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get the process started with everything here, and then after that, we'll take a little bit of a look into your swing.
Okay.
See if we got some pointers that we can add.
A lot of pointers. Okay.
And then from there, we'll end with our challenge. We're gonna do the secret weapon challenge. All right, so we're gonna see who can hit the farthest, okay? 5 attempts on
I don't
each
think
one.
it's fair, but the deck is stacked, but I'll give my best. But we'll
He's fast. I'm gonna actually have to
see.
swing though. I'm gonna actually have to swing to see what the heck I can put up against him. So I know he's gonna put up a big number, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started here, guys.
We'll get that dialed in.
Okay, let's do it. I need it. I need it back. I need it back.
Sure.
All right, so today we're gonna go into a fitting. We're gonna go through irons,
Okay.
wedges, and woods.
Okay.
So first off, we've got 2 irons that we're gonna kind of test. We've
Okay.
got our CB and our T.
Okay.
CB, I believe, is gonna be where we're gonna go with your speed.
Okay.
But we're gonna test those 2. We've got our Sugar Daddy wedges here.
Can't wait.
Which you're
Great
gonna
story.
love.
Great
You're
story,
gonna
by the
love,
way.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And then lastly, we've got our Black Ops woods down there.
Okay.
So we're gonna get those dialed in, and we're gonna get you hitting it past Josh. All right, so we're putting together here a 7 iron.
Okay.
This is our 0317 CB. And then I have an extra stiff shaft in here.
Okay.
We're gonna test that out, see what we look. I mean, that's the same shaft that.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's different from
How's that?
That feels good.
How about 218 with the
carry.
hair?
So
Honestly, like
let's talk here. Yeah.
These numbers are incredible. 5,800 spin is so good. 49 on your land angle, incredible. Launch 13. Numbers right there, can't get a whole lot better. And plus, we're not hitting it.
We're not hitting it right. We're not hitting it right.
It's really, really good.
Hey, same exact ball speed.
High cut, Josh.
Dude,
Yep.
220 carry.
Yep.
look at the back-to-back, these numbers. 5,800.
What does that mean? Explain it to me because I don't know what these mean.
Yeah, so that's backspin. So
That's why I hit the green and it rips back.
100%.
I don't want that all the time though.
It,
So I can hit 10 high and it goes 17 yards off the green.
And
Yeah.
every single pro that we see, like they know how to control that spin. With your speed and how steep you are, you're just generating so much spin.
So just club up and aim from behind the hole.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I mean, that's because But again, the reason that we like this shaft, and we like it for Josh too, is because it kills a lot of that spin. I bet when you're hitting yours, that number's 7,000, 7,500. And so that's why it's spinning too.
Same ball speed.
Ball.
Same ball. So that's your new 230 club, okay? That's 7 iron, by the way, all right? So, yeah, 111 on the club head speed. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I just don't know what I'm looking at. That's what I'm saying. Like that, and that's why I'm glad I'm here. So I don't know what I'm looking at.
We'll translate all that stuff, but yeah.
Ball, hit ball.
And that's why you're here. You don't need to know all that stuff.
100%.
That's what I'm here to do.
100%.
I'm here to know all that.
Dial me in so I can beat Josh. I just want to beat Josh on 118 hole round, and I'll be able to talk crap forever.
Then you can retire.
He needs to shoot like an 81 though, and I gotta be on. I really like this club.
Yeah.
I like it.
Correct. Yeah. So 2 degrees upright here. So all that means is like when you come through, you tend to get it through there with the toe down just slightly. So all I'm doing, pulling that toe up.
So it cut less.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Straight ball.
Yeah.
Straighter ball.
Which is awesome.
So
Okay.
yeah, because when you hit that toe, that face wants to open.
That's what a lot of my misses to the right come from.
And so we bring that up.
Okay.
And, I mean, you're still going to be able to hit it right because your club path, but now the club's not working against
Okay.
it.
Cool.
So yeah.
And that's all my clubs. So you'll do that too, like wedges too.
Oh, yeah.
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 That's cool.
Everything's going to come like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So-
It's all there.
All right, so we are going to go ahead and bring Patrick over to Jackson Golf Academy and shaping up on a few different things with his driver. All right.
I need to.
He said it needs. So you're going to see a lot of speed here. All right. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to see if we can get him to straighten things out just a tad bit. Okay.
Or get it up.
So, yeah, go ahead and swing one here for us, and then let's get into it here.
Look, I feel like Kobe 24, you know I had to ice my wrist. I've been ballin' since a young, you know I had to stack my chips. Bending corners, 12 personas, know we had to take the risk. You want a spot and take a shot.
Interesting. All right, well, ball speed wise on that one, that was 190 miles an hour, 134 on the club head speed. That's long drive numbers. That's what we see out of World on Drive, folks. So you're in a whole different category of things here. So big thing that we want to see, because like, well, TrackMan's having a little trouble with like tracking everything because the ball's coming in so low and so fast. So we're gonna try to get his launch angle up just a tad bit. From there, we should see, you know, some pretty cool results here from there. So set up to the ball for me again. So we need to get you to tilt just a little bit. Yep. And so from a quarterback's perspective, instead of you throwing like a pass over the middle, I want you to throw me like a Hail Mary. Yup, so we're gonna be changing our launch angle just a little bit here, okay?
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings. I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression. It's all that I wanted. A phone in affection. I summon and dub it.
Good. All right, so attack angle, we cut that attack angle in half. Now we gotta get you to close the face here a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, so set up to the ball again here. And what I want you to do is you're gonna modify your right hand. I want you to put it a little bit more on top. Good. And then we're going for hooks here, okay? I wanna see you send that ball as far left as you possibly can, okay?
Put my right foot back a little bit.
No, you could just with the hands. So I just want you to turn those hands over as quick as you can there, okay? Nice. That was better. Excellent, man.
Little 235 carry. 15 yards farther than my 7 iron.
So we got to get the ball up in the air, of course. But as far as from a club head's perspective or your face to path, you ended up closing the face.
I agree. It definitely feels
2 degrees closed on, or 2 degrees open on that instead of 9 degrees.
It's a lot.
So between those two things, you tilting just a tad bit more and then getting your right hand on top of things to close the club face, that's gonna help you out tremendously. So go ahead and hit one more here for us, and then we'll move on from there.
Felt higher. Oh God.
So
We are out of bounds on one at Oasis.
but that is why we are fitting him with a secret weapon. All right, he's too fast for a regular driver, so we're gonna give him something he's a little more comfortable with swinging, and we're gonna have some fun with that. Perfect. Excellent job, man.
I appreciate you, bro. I need you more than you know.
Let's see how you do
So
on the
it is
press.
the challenge section of the Fitted Club. We are gonna have fun. We're gonna hit the secret weapon and see who can knock it out there the furthest. Okay, we are on. Which one is it here? We are on hole. It's not telling us what hole, but we're gonna go 5 drives. Whoever can hit it the furthest and in the fairway, that's gonna be the winner, okay? So we'll have Patrick kick it off, and then from there, I'll go ahead and follow up and see what number I gotta put up.
This is him stacking the deck, though. Like, it's got to be in the fairway. That's the unfair right there. Like,
Well, we can go, like, we'll go.
we need to go to a drive-in movie theater.
We'll go who can just, throw it out to the furthest then. So,
All right, we're for one for speed.
yeah, let's go for speed then, that's fine. Oh, boy.
Stay. Stay. And there comes the rickety right.
Keep it going,
What's
man.
the speed?
That was killed.
185.
Oh, we'll go back and forth? All right.
I'm not going 5 in a row. Is that good?
All right, I got you
I feel
here.
like I feel like I felt the middle of the clip,
Yeah, that's
but
what
it just cut.
Oh, that's not going to win.
Oh, buddy.
Big hook on that one.
so little.
1-0 for the good guys. For the good guys. Where's that tee at?
Yeah.
You hear how he doesn't give me any cues. I get no coaching tips from the
Oh, no,
competition.
no, no. You're not getting, not right now.
Stop.
Not right
It
now.
stopped. Everyone went silent.
It's like, hit it 50 yards to the left for me, okay?
Oh, I'm aiming left. That's what you did.
Oh, the topper.
Give me 140 carry, though. 134.
Okay. As you can see, like, we're actually like trying to swing hard at this here. So I'm gonna step it up here.
That's hammered. That's hammered.
Oh, come on. Other fairway treatment here.
That's why we play. That's why we're scramble golf.
Woo.
What's the stats on that? 187.
344.
See, I need that driving range so I can get the roll. That's when 360 comes to play.
Come on, Pat. Let's go. Ooh. Oh. Dog, you killed that. Oh
Right
no,
in
the
the
bunker.
Give me the stats on that, though. See, that doesn't.
I think he broke the ball on that thing.
It didn't go anywhere, though.
It didn't go anywhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right.
That's like getting on and saying, hey, let's go throw a football further. From a Division I quarterback, I'm competing against a world long driver.
Right.
I can throw a ball a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think 70 is the furthest I've ever thrown a football.
334. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're just rubbing it in.
I missed that. I missed that too.
All right.
Big difference there.
Yeah.
Numbers wise, very
We're
similar.
right next to each other numbers. Well, I can outflight everybody at my speed though, so that's my attribute. Oh, almost caught it. Woo. Bro,
That's got a little juice on it now. No, just the cut. I wish I could cuss on this. That is cheese.
You can.
That is ass. If this camera's on, that is ass.
all right, guys. All right. I'll actually swing here.
Oh, he hasn't been.
He's
It just keeps going.
Ooh.
There's the cameras, everyone knew in cameraland that he was a world-long draw contestant.
You are not.
And I clearly am not. I am an average golf junkie who loves the game.
You're doing pretty well though, man. That's what I'm saying. You're doing very well.
When you got a little step brother, you gotta bring him up every now and again confidence-wise, or he just won't like you anymore. You too close to me, you good? I got you. All right, let's swing. Let's actually swing. I almost hit you in the face. You need a helmet? Oh, we're not doing that again. I got you. You need a helmet? He's like, I'm fucking out, bro.
Okay, I will not stay there.
What did happen? Nothing?
Too low on that one. Yeah, give us one more here.
I'm gonna actually swing my swing. I'm
Yeah,
done with
come
the
on,
long
let's go.
drive. I need
Let's
to
go.
get a freaking fairway. Okay. That felt so good.
Too low.
That felt so good.
His ball flight's a little too low for TrackMan to read. What? It's too fast, to be totally honest. Yeah. Too fast, too low. You got this.
Yeah. You guys get that one on camera? It's going 450.
All right. So last round here. Last round. All right. So we'll actually swing in the 130s on this one here for you.
Hey!
Piper. Come on. Oh.
I gotta have one more.
Yep. Take one more.
I can't look at it and not want to swing. That's so frustrating.
Almost. You got this. Play it a little bit more up in the stance.
Cool.
Quarter step away.
There you go. Woo! Oh, bro, that might be the shot of the day. Oh, man, he killed that one.
Oh, bye, Josh.
Oh, look at it.
Make sure you get this one on.
Let's go.
Film, that's reality! 345, 347. That's my coach right there.
Nice. I guess I'll take one more here for you.
He can't let you
A
win.
little further back. That's in the lead right now.
Because you just kept hitting a tiny bit on the heel.
So just back up.
Yeah, just
Okay.
got away from it a little bit.
All right, well, shoot, I guess.
So
Fuck.
he really, in cameraland, he really has to try. I'm the unicorn today. I got the horn on. That's my one shot. 350. That was a swing.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember.
Oh, they're trying to spin on me.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure.
Hey.
A moment can live on forever.
Way to go, man. Way to go. So, he put up the deepest ball of the day.
Inconsistent though, let's be honest.
But yeah, I mean, it's all good.
I lost 4 balls out.
It's all good. Well, thank you for coming through the Fitted Club. We appreciate you coming through, man, for sure.
I would appreciate it. Just tell him I only took 1 swing, put the last swing on the first, and call it a day.
Oh yeah, hey, we'll edit it, man. Hey, this is influencer golf, man. Okay, you know, not a problem at all. But tune in for the next episode. We got a very special guest coming in next.